Hi there, welcome back to Pretty Much Flawless. Today in this video, we're going to be learning about Watt's Law. Let's get into it. Watt's Law, or basically the term that combines amperage and voltage. There's also another term called volt amps, and that's something a little bit different. It's pretty close to watts, but it's a little bit different. There'll be a future video on that. So, we can get right into it. I did a previous video on Ohm's law. There'll be a link to that in the description down below. But this is also another very useful law. Alright, so let's say we want to find out watts. So what we'll do is we can cover this up, and we know that current multiplied by voltage. That'll give us our wattage. So let's say we had 5 amps and we had 10 volts. So you multiply these two numbers together to give us 50 watts. And that's how we figure out how many watts. Let's say we want to figure out current when the wattage and the voltage are known. So what we do is we can cover this up, and we have wattage divided by voltage. So let's say we have 50 watts and we have 10 volts. We divide that, and that will give us 5 amps. Now let's try to calculate voltage. So now we can calculate voltage when the wattage and the current are known. So we can cover up E here. We know we have to divide watts by current in order to get to voltage. So let's say we have 50 watts and we have 5 amps of current. We divide those, we get 10 volts. Alright, now let's head down to the lab and do some experimentation. Alright, so first we'll calculate the power. So we'll have to take a few measurements here. First we'll measure the voltage. There we go. We know the voltage is about 12 volts. And next, we'll measure the current. And there we go. You can see it's about 54 milliamps of current being drawn. So, we can calculate now by converting everything to base units. So we have 12 volts. Then we'll multiply that by 0.054. or that would be 54 milliamps. That equals 0.6 watts. Alright, now let's try to find out the current. So, we'll check the voltage. And that's 12 volts. And I know this fan draws 0.6 watts. So, what we'll do is we'll take 0.6 and then we will divide that by 12 volts, and that will equal 0.05 or about 50 milliamps. So now we'll try to find out voltage. So I know this fan draws about 54 milliamps. We'll test that right now. About 54 milliamps, and I know this fan draws about 0.6 watts. So I'll calculate that. 0.6 divided by 0.054, and remember always to convert to base units. So it looks like the answer is 11.111. Pretty close to 12 volts, and that was my input voltage there. Let's double check that. And remember, always take your probe out of the current position and put it back into the voltage position. That way you don't have any accidental shorts. Let's see what the voltage was. The voltage is actually 12 volts. Thanks for watching this video today. Hope you learned something. If you did, please subscribe. That would really help my channel. And I'll see you next time.